What's going on, y'all? This is your Ace Boom Coon Intergalactic Brew, here to do a video. Well, actually, this is a video response, actually. I was watching a video from a guy that a lot of you might be familiar with here on YouTube. His name is, well, his government name is Karsten. But on YouTube, they call him the MMA Analyst. And I was watching a video that he did about Chael Sonnen last night. And some of the comments that he made about Sonnen didn't rub me the right way. You know. And I know a lot of you Chael Sonnen naysayers are going to watch this video and be like, oh, I'm over here being Chael Sonnen's lapdog and I'm defending him and all this stuff. Well, yeah, I sort of am. Matter of fact, no. Scratch that. I am defending him. Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all for the MMA analyst to come out here and say all this stuff that he's saying about Sonnen, when it's not really all that serious, dude. It's really not. It's not all that serious. Like, why should you care about what Sonnen says about anybody? Why should you care? Whether he talks about Anderson Silva, whether he talks about the Nogueira brothers, or whether he talks about Vanderlei Silva, Fedor, or Krokop. Why should you care about what he says about any one of those guys? Why? Do you have some investment with them? Are you sponsoring them, MMA analysts? I mean, you know, are you working out a deal with the Nogueiras and Anderson and Vanderlei and Krokop and Fedor or something? I mean, seriously, what's the deal? Why do you care so much? Because I don't. I just look at it as, you know, funny entertainment. That's what I look at it as. Okay? And another thing is you digging into Chael Sonnen's personal life. That kind of didn't sit too well with me either. You know, saying that, you know, he's a cheater, you know, in real life, and he's a cheater in MMA. Okay, who are you to say that? Who are you to judge, Karsten? Who are you to judge? Really? Do you live in Westland, Oregon? No. Do you? I mean, you know, are you a next door neighbor of Chael Sonnen's? Like, do you have some type of home that we don't know about in Oregon? So do you see what goes on with Chael Sonnen 24/7? No. Okay then. So that doesn't give you the right to talk. Now, let's not get anything twisted here. I like you, Karsten. I really do. I think you're a real cool cat. I was looked at your freestyle battle. After I looked at your video, you nice with it. You know, you straight wrecked that JVL dude or whoever he was. You're a good MC, man. You can really run. You got real talent. But I just didn't dig what you said. Some of the things that you said about Chael Sonnen. And yes, I will admit it, Chael Sonnen is one of my favorite UFC fighters. So yeah. But let's get right down to it, shall we? Okay, first thing, the steroid situation. Okay, I understand. It was wrong. Okay, he shouldn't have done that or whatnot. But if you look at it, the guy did it for a medical reason. The guy had medical reasons for doing it. He did. Okay? I know in your opinion he cheated and was juicing and all that, whatever you want to call it. But the guy had a reason for doing it. And you could sit up here and call me, you know, a Chael Sonnen cosigner or whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. I'm just stating my opinion, you know. But the guy had medical reasons for taking the testosterone the testosterone stuff or whatever it was. The guy had medical reasons for it. Otherwise, if he didn't, don't you think he'd still be suspended right now? Why would his suspension be lifted if they didn't find out what the real truth behind him doing that was for? Don't you think Sonnen would be suspended, Karsten? Don't you think he'd still be suspended? Think, man. See, your problem is you were letting your emotions get the best of you. You weren't really thinking straight. You didn't really think about that fact, did you? You didn't think about the fact that in the end, it turned out that Sonnen was using that stuff for a reason. He had medical clearance. Okay? He did. He had medical clearance to use the stuff that he was using. Otherwise, if he didn't have medical clearance, or if it was discovered that, you know, he was using it just to be using it, do you think his suspension would have been lifted? No. He'd still be on suspension right now. Okay? So you can shut up about that, because that's fact. Okay? Alright, second of all, the money laundering situation. Now that right there, that was straight up wrong. I will agree with you on that. That was totally out of line. Like, that was unprofessional. That was ignorant on his part. You know, as a 30-some-year-old man, you know, he should know what's wrong and what's right. I do agree with you with that on that, Karsten. I do. You know, that kind of disappointed me right there. Okay? But then again, at the same time, you have to understand that the guy paid his debt to society. Okay? The guy did his dirt. He knows what he did wrong. Okay? He realizes that he screwed up royally. He realizes that. Okay? And there's been plenty of athletes that have been in that position, that have done some shady stuff, or that have done some, you know, obscene stuff in life. You know, let's look at, you know, what happened to Plexico Burress. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, Karsten. You probably are, because I know you watch football like everybody else. Okay, Plexico Burress went to prison, killing somebody. Dante Stallworth went to prison, killing somebody in a car accident. Okay, Ben Roethlisberger, the incident that happened in Milledgeville with the underage girls and stuff. Okay, Tiger Woods. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that story. But at the same time, with all these men doing what they did, they realized it, they went back, they did some soul searching, and they got a second chance. They got a second chance. And do you think that if the NFL didn't realize, you know, that Plexico Burress did what he did, or what Dante Stallworth did what he did, or what Ben Roethlisberger did what he did, do you think that they would give them a second chance to play football again? No. If they didn't think that they were worthy of a second chance, Plexico Burress, Dante Stallworth, and Ben Roethlisberger would still be in jail right now. But they're not. They're out, you know, having another opportunity to do what they do, and that's play football. And that's the same thing in Chael Sonnen's case. He's out, you know, taking advantage of the opportunity of a second chance. Period. Okay? So don't even try to single him out, you know, as like the baddest guy in the world, where there's like a plethora of athletes that have done way more stuff than he's done. Okay? All right. Now, let's go to the MMA side. So you say his skills are boring. Okay, that's you. All right. But let me ask you this. If his skills were so boring, then why in the heck did he get a middleweight championship opportunity? I just want to know, Karsten. I just want to know. If his skills were that boring, why would Dana White consider him a #1 contender for a shot at the middleweight title? Tell me that. And don't say because, he's one of Dana White's favorites or whatever. Don't say that. Don't try to come up with that excuse. Tell me a legit reason. If his skills are so boring, why did he get a middleweight championship shot? You let me know that. Hopefully you respond to my video. Hopefully. I mean, more times than none, you're probably not. You're probably just going to look at this video with disdain and probably think that I'm a nobody and I'm a waste of your time and I'm a lame and stuff like that. And that's fine. I don't care. But I'm going to speak my mind. Because you're taking this way too serious, man. You're blowing this way out of proportion. I mean, this is ridiculous from you. Like, this is like way out of character for you. Like, just saying some of the stuff I heard you say. But anyway, so you say his skills are boring. Okay, well, that's your opinion. Well, obviously other people didn't think his skills were boring. Okay, yeah, he's a wrestler. But unlike these other guys who are wrestlers like George St. Pierre and John Fitch and Frankie Edgar, Clay Guida, just to name a few. Unlike those wrestlers, Chael Sonnen actually attacks, is active when he takes somebody down. He drops punches and elbows when he takes his opponents down. That's what makes him so dominant. Okay? I've never seen George St. Pierre do that. Not lately, at least. I've never seen John Fitch do that too much. I've never seen Clay Guida do that too much. I've never seen Frankie Edgar do that too much. So, alright. So, I just don't understand. I just don't understand that. But anyway, whatever. Like I said, you need to stop letting your emotions get the best of you, Karsten. Because it's really making you look like a dumbass. Like, for real. And then on top of that, you're over here saying that you're hoping Brian Stann knocks Chael Sonnen out, I'm assuming. Now, you're supposed to be a knowledgeable fan of MMA, and you seem like a guy that carries yourself with class and dignity, but instead you're over here hoping for one man's failure. I mean, what type of attitude is that to have, Karsten? For real. What type of attitude is that to have? Seriously. You're over here hoping for one man's demise. You're just hoping that Brian Stann knocks out Chael Sonnen. Why? So you could come back on YouTube and diss Chael some more, right? So everybody else can come back on YouTube and diss Chael some more, right? Because you're letting Chael Sonnen get into your mind. You're letting him control your attitude and your outlook about him. When it's not even, when it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Really. It's not. Okay? And then, you want to get it, you want to sit up here and get mad because, he said something about Anderson Silva. I mean, who is Anderson Silva? Anderson Silva's not Jesus. Okay, there's not an amendment that says thou shalt, you do not have the right to talk about Anderson Silva. Okay, he can talk about Anderson Silva all he wants. I'll talk about Anderson Silva. It don't matter. You can't get mad because somebody has an opinion about him, and that's because that's your boy. I mean, that don't matter. Anyway, my time's running out. All I gotta say is stop hating, Karsten. Use your head.